Well, hello Capricorn. You ready for your December 2018 reading? We have quite the spread here to go through. So we are going to start with the I-ching, and we have card number 4. Card 4. The inexperienced person seeks a teacher. A spring emerges at the foot of the mountain. The landscape will ultimately determine how the water will flow. At present, it is directionless. It rushes over the ground, seeking places where it can gather and deepen. Thus, the inexperienced person seeks an experienced teacher. The teacher does not seek the student, who must approach with humility. Just because you might feel like you know how to solve somebody else's problems, or you feel like if they would just listen to me, it would be so much easier. That doesn't mean that that's necessarily the best approach, that's going to work. We all have to be ready to hear what it is the other person is saying. We have to want to know the best route. We have to be ready to acknowledge or let our guard down or be vulnerable enough to ask for help. That's why you apply to go to college. They don't come handing out vouchers saying, here you go, here's your free voucher for college and you're going to be in this class because this is what you need to learn. No, you apply for college with great hopes that you will get accepted in because you know that the knowledge that is available to you there is what you ultimately need to hear in order to become what you aspire to become. The next cards from your spirit guides are surrender, worry. Surrender your belief in scarcity and surrender to success. These obviously all come from the surrender deck. We'll start at the top. The universe is asking you to open the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Remove blocks in your life. Have you ever considered, Capricorn, that perhaps you have been the one putting up the detour ahead signs? That you have been the one installing the road closed signs? That you're the one getting in your own way? That your limiting beliefs or self-imposed limitations perhaps prevent you from the fruition of abundance and fulfillment in your life? Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Having faith and relinquishing the control. There are probably more examples than we are even going to take the time to list of how people or your expectations or your life has let you down. And that's why you just do it yourself. Then at least you know it's done. However, if we can just surrender, knowing that ultimately we all end up where we're supposed to be. And living with that anxiety every day is doing us zero good. That is when things start to happen. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. What have you allowed yourself to believe? What is your list of possibilities? What is your world of possibilities? Is it a little world? Is it a big world? Is it creative? Is it expected? Is it typical? Because once you can surrender the other two cards, then you can move into a whole new level. And there's no looking back. There's no rehashing, no recalculations, no reconsidering. We accept what is and what's been. And the best is when we can accept that what will be, and that you deserve all the blessings that are headed your way. The next two come from the lovely Native Spirit deck. Again, let's just take a moment to appreciate the amazing imagery on those cards. I mean, if you really focus on them, you can end up in a whole nother world. I mean, it's just falling into the beauty of those cards. It's almost like an assist into a meditation, into a place of comfort. You have the Wounded Healer. So with the Wounded Healer, there's this thing called the Kaleidoscope, right? Merriam-Webster dictionary says that the kaleidoscope is an instrument containing loose bits of colored material such as glass or plastic between two flat plates and two mirrors, so placed that changes of position of the bits of material are reflected in an endless variety of patterns. So Capricorn, be the kaleidoscope. You are the broken bits on the inside. You still have your color. They're just broken. And it's up to you who you're going to surround yourself, who you're going to put yourself in between, in order to let your beauty and your potential and your ability to reflect outward in the endless varieties of love and success and happiness and abundance, fruition of dreams that are within you. It's kind of hard to be the wounded healer if you've never been wounded, right? Sometimes it takes going through and overcoming and enduring the pain or the hurt or the heartbreak or the loss in order to be able to connect with others and help them along the way. You're the spirit of earth. As you might know, you are an earth sign. Seems pretty fitting that you are stepping into the real you, right? So we have the spirit of earth, and I'm going to read just a little bit of this to you. Prosperity is blossoming in all areas of life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Detoxify your body. Create a home for your soul. Be present. Cherish the here and now. Prosperity. You are strong. You are grounded. You are enough, just as you are. So, when people who are scared of heights are forced to be suspended in the air, what do they say when they come down? Oh, I'm so glad to have my feet back on the earth, or to get my feet back on the ground. I'm so glad to be back on solid ground. What is air when it comes to tarot? It's those swords. It's those thoughts. So if we can work really hard to get out of our head and out of our thoughts in order to get our feet back on the ground, we won't be so scared of falling. If you have full control over your thoughts, that air isn't going to be near as fearful or as frightening as it once was. And then we have your work, career, and finance section. What an amazing story that plays out to be, right? Look at that. You have the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Magician. Card number 1. It's kind of like the first step. Love it. The Magician reminds us that we have the power to make a difference in our lives. That power is within us. The Magician is all about making better use of our power. The magic of being able to create your own world of abundance when we use our power in the best way possible. The Nine of Pentacles. It's like the enjoying the positive energy surrounding your career and finances. The sharing of your wealth with others. Trusting that your account will be replenished as you share with others. Right now is a perfect time of year to carry around little gift bags for people who inspire you, who maybe you feel deserve a little something special for just being them, for a reward for something you've seen them do. Then we have the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman is the hangman, no matter if you're hanging upside down or you're hanging right side up. You're still bound to something, bound by something. So no longer allowing certain circumstances, choices, expectations, beliefs, guilt trips, responsibilities, self-imposed limitations to keep you stuck. Because reality is reality. You have allowed whatever it is to keep you stuck. So now it's up to you to sever those ties, to free yourself. And when you do that, you step into the Ten of Pentacles, the realization of how much you have to be thankful for. Allowing yourself to receive the continued blessings that flow to you in abundance. Watch what happens when you are able to step into that mindset, that place of receiving. Your energy, your vibration will match the energy of abundance. And it's like you'll just be surrounded with positivity, with money, with gifts, with inspiration, with rewards. And lastly, we have your love and romantic relationships. Healing, positive change, and relax. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Positive change. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet, it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. Relax. There is plenty of time to do and achieve all that you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light, flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love. We all have this preconceived notion that there's a timeline to love. There's a certain expectation or standard in society in regards to when we should be married, how long we should date before we're married, that we should be expecting to have kids a couple years after marriage. Whatever it is, follow your own timeline. Your own timeline is right from your soul. And the universe will give you signs and synchronicities and keep you pointed down the right path. It's that free will to allow those thoughts into our head, the anxiety, the worry that we aren't meeting these deadlines. But is there a book of life that says we are required? No. So once again, it's your own thoughts. You allowing yourself to put these expectations on yourself, on your life. When in all reality, the greatest love is the love that surprises us. The love that sweeps us off our feet. And that happens when we aren't focused on it. When we aren't hanging on so tightly that we are choking the last breath out of it for fear that it'll leave. What happens when someone goes without oxygen for a certain amount of time? They're brain dead, an anoxic brain injury. They become a vegetable. So even though the love of your life maybe didn't leave, what has resulted in you hanging on too tightly? Someone who is simply there because they don't have the ability or the choice to be elsewhere. They're there because of guilt. You want somebody to be there because they can't imagine living one day without you, because you make them want to live the best life possible. They make you feel as though you have never loved yourself more, and you've never realized how lovable you could be until they pointed it out. They make you want to be a better person, and you do the same for them. That's when somebody wants to stay. Not because of the ball and chain, being tied down, being restricted, of moving away from. Relax. There's plenty of time. I hope you guys have the most amazing Christmas season. I hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving and took a moment to realize just how much you have to be thankful for. I appreciate you guys being here and for your continued support. In the event you need me for a personal reading, a quick question, whatever it is, all that shit is in the description box below. Much love. Until next year, I'll see you again.